Getting your kids up and out the door for school is not an easy job in the morning. Then toss in some lunches, and that makes it even more difficult. Today I'm going to show you a simple way to make school lunches a whole lot easier and less time consuming. I purchased the day-old bread from Jim John's. It's still very fresh and very soft. It's only 45 cents. It may be a little bit more where you are. And it comes in a large, probably 18-inch loaf. And then what I do is I cut it into either half or fourths. Since I have some older kids that eat a half sandwich, then I'll make some of those. But I also have some younger kids where I make just a half sandwich. Right now you can go ahead and stop the video so that you can cut your bread either in half or in quarters. Now that you've cut it into a size that your kids will eat, you're going to cut each of them in half. You don't have to fill them right now, but I fill them ahead of time so that it's much easier in the morning. I can just grab the kind of sandwich that my kids want out of their freezer. You want to make sure that you use the bread, or at least cut the bread and get it in the freezer right away, because otherwise it'll get stale if you leave it out for an extra day. So I'm cutting my bread in half so that opens up into a sandwich. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some of the extra bread because I'd rather it be filled with things such as vegetables or meat. And it holds things a lot easier if it's scooped out. So I just scoop out a little bit of the bread and cut it out, scoop it out. And then I make several of those. So if you want to go ahead and stop your video right now so that you can prepare all of your breads by cutting them in half and then scooping out the centers. Next I'm going to take my lunch meat and I'm going to just place it on the bread. I put it inside the part that I've caved out a little bit because it just fits in there a little bit nicer, and then that way I can put all of the vegetables and condiments right on top of that. So I just fill it in and I press it down so that the meat is in there, and when I go to fill it the next day or whenever I use the sandwich, I can go ahead and put the condiments and vegetables on top. So if you stop your video right now, go ahead and fill all of your sandwiches with lunch meat. Lunch meat freezes really well. So go ahead and stop your video so that you can fill all of your sandwiches. And that's really all there is to it. We're going to now take the sandwiches. We're not going to put any condiments or anything on it. Don't even put cheese on it because the cheese, a lot of cheeses don't freeze very well in a whole form. I'm going to take some plastic wrap and I'm going to just wrap my sandwich so that it is covered completely. It prevents freezer burn, partially. Plus it's already wrapped then for a school day. And I'm going to take a Sharpie marker and I'm going to label what type of sandwich it is. And after I do that, I store them all, because I make about 24 sandwiches for the week. I'm going to store them in a large Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. When it's lunchtime or the night before, I take out all of my sandwiches that I'm going to need for the next day. And I can either, if I take them out the day of, that way the sandwich will be cold when my child eats it, I put all of the vegetables and condiments in a little plastic Tupperware container. If I take it out the night before, because my children have an early lunch schedule, then I go ahead and I fill it with all of the condiments before they leave and rewrap it in the plastic wrap that it was already in and toss it into their lunchbox, and they're ready to go. Hope this makes your school days and your school day lunches a lot more smooth.